I highly recommend you check out the link, please, on the TED Talk by Emily Nagoski. Excellent. And it goes really quickly, so you might have to like pause and like return back 15 seconds. I had to do that a few times. But I really want to talk about this idea of arousal non-concordance. Super important with our work. She doesn't mention it with Platonic touch or cuddling, but I think it's extremely important because this is one of the biggest questions that we get often is, what if I get aroused? And this video explains that you can get aroused even if you don't want it, even if you don't like what's happening to you. Arousal is completely disconnected from true desire, like your desire. And so I want you to know as a practitioner that if and when you get aroused in a session, I don't make it mean anything. It doesn't mean you want it. It doesn't mean you like it. And there's so much shame around arousal. If arousal happens at times when it's completely, like, maybe it's inappropriate for you, right? Inappropriate for you. For me, in a session, it's like, again, I don't make a big deal of it. But it can be a big deal and can bring a lot of shame. And people may not come and see me because they're afraid of, like, if this thing happens, then what will people think of me? What will my practitioner think of me? Is there something wrong with me? Why am I so sexual? Like, there's so much shame and guilt around arousal. And I wanted to speak that for a session, that I don't make it mean anything. So what's happening is what I make mean something are your words, what you choose to say. And for me also, what you do with your body. If your body starts acting away, like you're moving towards something, well then, okay, I'm going to ask some questions like, okay, can we talk about that? Otherwise, genital arousal doesn't mean anything. It is a sex-related stimulus, and I love this in the video you'll see, when she talks about like our mouth waters, and we don't make it mean anything. If we say something kind of like, it says a moldy apple was the example in the video, our mouth may water like, but it doesn't mean we want to eat that moldy apple, right? So there's other parts of our body that do the same response, and again, it's for whatever reason we believe that if things are happening down there, that it must mean something. And I just want to make sure that you know, and that you watch the link when you get a chance and learn more about this. So we're trying to separate, again, arousal and a physical response with what you want and what you need and what you like. Completely different things. And of course, how this relates in the video, you'll see how it relates to sex and to sexual assault and all of that stuff, but I'm not concerned with that, with what we do. But I also want you to know that you don't need to have any shame around what happens there. And as a professional, what I'm listening for is what you're saying and what your heart is. Thank y'all. Bye. Wow, you watched to the end. Yay! So I want you to know that if you want more of me, I do provide talking and coaching sessions. We can do it over the phone, so you don't have to live in San Antonio, Texas to meet me, as well as those of you who live in town. I'm around. But yeah, I'm here for you.